It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup
between the Las Vegas Raiders
and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Some trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Carr. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Olszewski now to return. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 26.
They'll start the drive with Harris.
And this will leave him a yard short.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Room here to run.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 and a 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 41 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30.
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Mac Hollins, 65 yards. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Here's Sims now from his end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They hand this off to Harris. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. They run again with Harris. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. A give to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. They run with Harris. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where they simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Now Harris. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Pickett back to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers This decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. To throw is Carr. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Carr going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Again, it's Carr. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On 2nd and inches, Carr. Touchdown, Raiders! Derek Carr fighting his man, Hunter Renfro. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Carlson now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Here's Sims now from his end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive,
as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Now Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. Got an open man. It's Pickens.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. They'll run with Harris. 89 yards on the ground for him so far.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take, doesn't he?
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. How about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. It's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams. 48 yards.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Here's Sims now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll run again with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, this is Harris. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Right now.
On second down, Jacobs. He will push his way down to about the 14. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Now Carr. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Here's Sims now from his end zone.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Well, what a thrilling fourth quarter this one was. Well, at least, I guess, if you're cheering for the winning side. An outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. It was a stunning ending because it wasn't just a one-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Pickett.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 37. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And a short gain down to about the 33. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Now Pickett on 4th down. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game?
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Allen.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Allen going to go on 4th down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
And he is going to have the Bills' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in there by Crowder.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Pickett to throw on first down.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. They run with Harris.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This is Hairless. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. Pickens is there on the crossing route.
Touchdown!
George Pickens.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken at about the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. To the air, Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught at the 10. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Allen looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick.